What's going on, everybody? My fan might be doing too much here. I see a little wave it got going on. Let me cut it down a little. Maybe that'll help a little bit, but keep me breezy. Hey, everybody. It's good to see y'all in the house. We got a storm coming, as you can see. I don't know if you can make that out in your on your screen, but I got a storm coming that I was not aware of, so I'm gonna hurry this up. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed the premiere video, our quick little short video before the movie. Greenhouse Productions. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out because it will help you. And for all the people that said a little bit of, joking around with serious situations, I like that. You know why? Because it makes reality a little bit more palatable, right? So that's why I did it. I know the reality of it. Somebody was like, I don't know whether to be laughing or crying, but the thing is, family, it's reality, okay? No, I did not pop a goose right here in my backyard in the daylight. Not today, all right? But I'm telling you, I did that for a reason. I did that to show you, listen, stuff is coming. I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to go check out the report. I don't care what news media, wherever you get your information, go check out the news report. Oh, here come that storm. Go check out the news report about Cuba, okay? Ooh, it's about to do it. Go check out the news report about Cuba and their food shortage and what they're doing right now about it. This is the stuff that we've been talking about this whole time, all these years on my channel. This is what I've been talking about. So everything that happens overseas and everything that happens in other countries and everything else, that just washes over to us. Don't ever think that we're separated from the rest of this planet. That's the problem where we have a problem. Because everybody keep thinking just because we're in this country, we're safe from all the other stuff from other countries. In one way, form, or another, we always get a little taste or a little kickback from whatever is going on somewhere else, okay? So, it's looking ugly. So, I'm gonna get right into it. I don't wanna keep y'all long, and I don't wanna get struck. So this is what I'm telling y'all right now. I know we always talking about, growing our food. Grow your own, eat your own, right? That's what got me started. Grow your own, eat your own. All right, the part that I left out is you need to be raising your own too. That's why I'm sitting out here by the chicken coop today, because I want you to understand something. Just because you may not eat meat does not mean you should not be looking out for the people that do in your family. If you say, I don't eat meat, so I don't keep chickens, that shows me how selfish you are, because you're just worried about you. I know that you are not the only vegan or vegetarian in your entire family, so you're only thinking about yourself. You got to cut that out, all right? I get it. You don't eat meat, but you got to think about the people around you. If you don't even eat meat, say you are one of the rare ones where the whole family don't eat meat. You can still sell the meat. You can still sell the eggs. You can still sell the poultry. You can still use the fertilizer. So wake up, okay? So, number one, when I say you need to be raising your own food, whether you got chickens, I strongly think everybody should have chickens, even if you got 2 to 4 chickens. Goats, if you got the land, goats. Beekeeping, bees. Then there's another one. Get this. Rabbits. There's people that keep rabbits. My friend, the Bull's Garden, he used to keep rabbits. And to get it all together for you guys, I got a little treat for you. Lady Lead is out fishing at Washiokushi Creek, okay? She's knocking them out right now. I should be out there with her, but I said, dang, I done scheduled her live. That's okay. She gonna show you the whole video. When I say it's off the chain, it's off the chain. I'm in a subdivision too, Angie Harris. Don't let all this greenery and this food get you twisted. I'm in a subdivision. See, that's no excuse. So everything is going sour, and we need to, the only reason some people aren't doing things is because you don't even know if you can do it. You see, like my friend just said, I'm in a subdivision. You might not even know you can do all this. Guess what? If I leave, and y'all seen me drive into my subdivision, it takes me a minute and a half to get to the most popular part of my entire city to my driveway. That's how in city I am, okay? I'm in a subdivision. Don't let my land fool you, okay? What about an apartment? I just told y'all I feel that everybody needs to try to get out them apartments. That's my word. Until somebody else come up with a better solution for that. Right, I was just talking about Cuba, Sharon. So until somebody come up with a better solution than that, I say you do everything in your power to get out of an apartment, especially now, especially now. So I'm going to show you guys one thing that you should be looking into, because I'm about to do. I want to show you something real quick. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of moving around because I don't want the Wi-Fi to kick out. Hitting that thunder. I'm expanding my chicken run. You see the other side down there? I just took that run off of my old coop. I'm gonna spin it slow so the Wi-Fi don't pop out. I'm about to get rid of my old coop altogether. Just get rid of it. I took the chicken run off of that and attached it down here. And I'm not done yet. So now when I open that up, my chickens are gonna have more space, and I'll be able to throw a few more chickens in there to give me about 20 chickens, okay? So I'm gonna keep this rocking. So the reason I'm telling you that is, right now, not only should you be growing your own food, you should be growing your own food. I showed you here in containers. Food up to yin yang, okay? And this is only like a 10 by 10 area. You should be trying to grow your own food. Right here, trying to grow your own fruit trees. That's one of my Orient pears right there. You should be trying to do something. They back here screaming bloody murder. Now, what else I need you to try to look into? The reason I'm relocating my chicken coop, my old chicken coop, this is the new penitentiary. This is penitentiary cell block 1. Okay, that used to be cell block 1, but we tearing that down for remodel. What I plan on doing in that corner, which you might want to look into, I'm going to fence that off. And then I'm going to do this right here. I did this years ago when me and Lady Lead fairly first got married. I did something, and it was so spectacular, I always thought about it. I tried one more other time, but it was always spectacular. And what that is I used to be a fishing fiend. You hear me? I used to be a fishing fiend. Every time I would come home late and it's so late I don't want to clean the fish, I would throw them in our old swimming pool. So living in Ohio, it gets cold, and then everything freezes over. You can't do nothing. I went out to clean the swimming pool one spring, and a friend of mine was helping me. He said, man, there's something in the pool. I said, no, it ain't the fish, because they should have been dead. Let me tell you something. The little bullhead green and yellow catfish that I threw in there, that was about that big, I think it was like a 15 by 15 round pool, above ground pool. Those catfish was that big. I don't know what they ate. I don't know what they did all winter, but by spring, they were all that big. I had to get, well, it was a good day because I had tons of huge bullhead catfish, the flatheads, okay? So that's what I'm about to do again. I'm going to put IBC totes in that corner, and I'm going to fence it off so nobody can see it, right? IBC totes over there, and I'm going to fill that thing with fish. You should be trying to raise your own fish, raise your own chickens, raise your own rabbits, because you're going to need something. And somebody said they'll never, the meat of an animal will never cross their lips or whatever. Listen, you have never been hungry enough to say that. You should never say that. You should never say that, because you will eat your words, literally. Okay? You will eat your words if you get hungry enough. So what you prefer to do is not eat something else. Okay? You prefer not to, but you will if you get hungry enough. All right? So here's the deal. I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna throw this out. First off, I'm gonna show you what I've been messing around with, okay? And then we're gonna get back into the good stuff. I got the Blue Eddy EB70 right here. And what we're doing right here, I got a fan hooked up, and I got a pump, and I have a water pump. And all of this stuff is only pulling 30 watts. I got a solar panel, but now it's cloudy, so it's not pulling it but 6 watts. But as you can see, in this 55-gallon barrel, I'm gonna show you the pump so you'll see. So all of this is only pulling 30 watts. That's it. Just a little pond pump, little bird bath type pump. That's it. Now, here's the air stones in here. But the reason the air stones are in here, do you see that? This is Lady Led's catch of the day. So what I'm gonna do for you guys right now is I'm gonna show you me drop them like they hot. I hope my Wi-Fi ain't acting up, family. But I'm gonna show you guys how this go. I'm gonna finish this up and I'm gonna let y'all go for the day, because there's a lot of good videos out there to watch. I'm gonna pull these air stones out. I'm gonna drop them down in here. I hope they stay, because they ain't heavy enough. Put them down there. Now, what we used to do back in the day, like I said, we would catch these fish. See that? We would catch these fish and we would throw them in the swimming pool. So until I get my IBC totes, or you can also use a norm, you know, you can go anywhere and get these swimming pools these days, these little cheap swimming pools off some knockoff hardware store. And I'm gonna let some of this off. I hope they don't splash me. Huge catfish. And everybody know about catfish. You can't go putting your hand in there. They'll poke you and you'll be itching for days. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and make it so y'all can see me turn them loose. She caught some big ones, y'all. She caught some nice ones. See them? She caught some nice ones. They both about 20 inches long or better. Now I'm just gonna let them off down in here into their new home until I get them in some IBC totes. So, this is why I'm doing this. I know everybody say, if you live on a creek, why would you be trying to save fish? Because I don't know what's going to happen out there. Okay, I don't know if they cut that water off or what, but this is how you do it. So what I'm going to do is my in-home setup that I said I'm not interested in using an in-home setup anymore. I'm going to put that in my greenhouse right here, and I'm going to set up a solar system, the in-house solar system, and it's going to run everything out here. It's going to run all the pumps and all of the oxygen pumps and the water pumps, everything in my UBC totes. So all you got to do is cut that top off and boom, okay? You'll be cooking with gas. Now you can put a lot of fish in there and those fish get really big. And half the stuff that you grow, remember, half the stuff that you grow out in this field, I feed to them. Some of this stuff I do not eat. I told you I don't eat squash, I don't eat eggplant. I give that stuff to them. I don't eat pumpkins. I give that stuff to them. So once they get their part, I can put something in here. I can grow stuff to feed them. It all goes around in a circle, family. And believe it or not, they'll eat themselves. So I just wanted to put something else on y'all tempo again today. Don't just be trying to grow vegetables, even if you're a vegetarian, even if you're a vegan. Don't just try to grow vegetables. You got to think outside the box, because the way things are going, you don't know what you're going to do. All right, Bert Richardson, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for that. You don't know what you're going to do. So right now, I know it's a little touch and go, but you need to prepare for just about anything. Okay? So I'm going to get right into this little list I made. And I'm going to go from there. Then I'm going to answer some questions, okay? So grow your own, eat your own, raise your own. Right now, food, y'all, I don't got to tell you what's happening in the stores. I don't have to tell you that. And if you don't see it and you're that ignorant, I feel sorry for you. So, this ain't a scare tactic. It's just go look for yourself, okay? All right, I'm going to get right into it. You could be raising chickens. The pros and cons of chickens is everything likes to eat your chicken, so you will be dealing with all kinds of predators. Even your neighborhood dogs will be at your chickens, okay? And rooster, if you want more chicks and not have to buy them again, you need a rooster. You do not need a rooster if you just want eggs. But if you want chicks, you need a rooster. So what I do is go out to a farm where they do have roosters, buy a dozen or 2 eggs of them, and I bring them home and incubate them myself. Way cheaper, free. Okay? So you could be raising rabbits, you could be beekeeping. Honey is a whole meal by itself. Just look it up. If you got the land, goats. Now here's another thing that folks ain't talking about. And I know it's not legal in some places, but you also need to be baiting certain areas. When I say baiting, like, okay, you got some corn, right? What animal likes corn? So you kind of keep a pile of that corn somewhere. I have a video that I'm about to release. I have a video that I'm about to release about deer. Deer love corn. I have a video I'm about to release about the pecan trees. Here in South Carolina, pecan trees are everywhere, and I got more pecans than I ever know what to do with. I've been baiting my pecan trees, those pecans, just putting them in a pile so the squirrels can eat them. Guess what? They've been leaving my fruit and vegetables alone. I see them all day long hopping back and forth to go get the old pecans that I can't eat. And look, this is what you get. They leave my fruit alone. They leave my vegetables alone. So if I keep the squirrels busy, I don't gotta keep catching them in the squirrelinator. As a matter of fact, I haven't caught any in the squirrelinator this year because I started baiting. You wanna know why I was baiting? Not for the squirrels. I was actually trying to feed the geese, okay? I was trying to feed the geese. But the geese, they ate their share and the squirrels finished it off. But it was good for everybody. So I'm keeping the squirrels busy and keeping them off my stuff, and it's working, and I'm getting the food for free. You know what else like pecans? Deer. So when you're baiting, those animals are gonna remember that spot. Okay, this is part of hunting. Those animals keep remembering that spot year after year after year. So you don't gotta go far to get your food, okay? You don't gotta go far if you dig what I'm saying. You watch my video, my short video before this, then you will understand what I'm saying. You don't gotta go far to get your food. Now, even you do that when you go fishing. How many fishermen out there know about baiting? You bait your spot, right? After you done fishing, you throw all your bait in that spot every time. That's what I used to do, right? I would throw my bait as bad as I would want my bait. I would bait my spot, leave that scent on the rocks, leave them worms and that shrimp, leave all that right there. Those fish ain't stupid. They're going to come back. They're going to come back. That's right. And turkeys too, Sunday. They're going to come back. So when you come back fishing, they're going to be looking for that bait again. And when you put that same bait in, boom. Why you think Lady Led out there knocking them out? She caught those 2 long blue channel cats in the first 15 minutes she been out there. Oh, I thought that was her again. She caught them first, the 2 channel cats that quick. Right, you chum in the water like sharks, really, for real. So, I'm letting you know a couple things you need to start doing. You may want to look into it. Traps, okay? I do trap and I make traps, I build traps. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. I don't have videos of it, and it's only so much that I can show you here on YouTube, okay? I can't show you everything, but I'll show you everything that I legally can. I used to make traps on my old land. When I had possums, when I had raccoons, coyotes, foxes, I didn't buy any traps. I didn't buy any traps till I moved in this house. And they still don't work as good as my homemade traps. They're live catch traps, mind you, live catch, okay? So you need to be thinking about that. Now, how many fishermen out there know about Castnet fishing? Show of hands, Castnet fishing. I'm gonna get to that in a second, Queen Love. What about groundhogs? I have at least 3 in my yard. You need to look on YouTube and see how to season those. Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, so if you don't know what and I left the dog my cast net, it probably ain't no good anyway. I've had my cast net for about 20 years. It's probably no good anymore. If you don't know about Castnet fishing, that's so you don't just sit there, and I told you, I'm gonna explain something to you in a minute. That's so you don't sit there with 1 pole, 1 hook in the water, and waiting for 1 fish to get on. A Castnet fish is when you throw this net over the whole lake or the ocean or the river or the whatever, and you bring back everything in that doggone area, whether it want to be in the net or not, okay? Now, that too, you got to watch illegal stuff because that's illegal in certain places. Only thing is, things is getting stupid. You need to know how to use one of them, and you just don't pick one up and you don't throw it. You need to learn how to throw a cast net. You just don't pick this up and just do it any old willy old nitty old way. Okay, you got to learn how to throw a cast net. You got to learn how to hold it. You got to learn how to fold it. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time to count your money. Why did that? Oh, because I said you got to know how to fold them. Okay, I'm sorry. I was off track. That used to be my mama cut. I was off track. I'm sorry about that. When a dealing's done, I couldn't go without finishing it. Damn. All right. Now, really, on the strength, for real, you got to know how to throw that net. And the reason I always use that idea about a cast net, have you noticed, for all my new viewers, have you noticed I never say please like and subscribe? Have you ever noticed? You can go back till I first came on YouTube 12, 13 years ago, whatever it's been. I have not one time ever said that to you. There's a reason why I do that. I have never said it. I don't have anything against anybody that does say it. I just have this little weird belief in my mind, and it comes from fishing. For me, when you say please like, subscribe, you're inviting anybody into your house. It's like throwing that cast net. When you throw that net, you're going for bass. You're trying to catch bass, but when you throw that cast net, you're gonna bring back bass, catfish, crawfish, a bullhead, guppies, frogs. You're gonna bring back turtles. You're gonna bring back a bunch of stuff that you do not want. You're gonna bring back some stuff that's dangerous too. You might bring back a copperhead snake, a alligator gar, okay? So to me, when I say, I don't say please like and subscribe because I feel like that's throwing out a cast net and I'm just gonna bring everybody back. It's almost, to me, sometimes it's like introducing demons to your house, letting your door open, you know, like Count Dracula. You gotta let him in your house. I know I'm thinking too hard on that. That's just how I feel. So that's where I get the cast net idea from. When I don't say anything, good people come, good people stay, and the bad people usually just kind of move on about their business. 1 hook, 1 fish. You dig what I'm saying? I get what I want. That's how I look at it. Yeah, snakehead, all right? So I'm gonna keep it rocking here so we can get out of here. Oh, I got it. Oh, store all the food that you possibly can. Store all the food that you possibly can. After you grown your own, you raised your own, you got to store your own. Store everything that you possibly can store. Because I'm telling you, ain't nothing promised to us tomorrow. And don't go eating and talking about something. I just wanted to see if it tasted good. You bet not. Not now. Not now. I got a lot of good stuff up there. Cheryl's Organic Food Forest and Homestead Heart and them showed me how to store. I'm not eating it though. I ate one jar and I did it for y'all. I'm not eating no more. Okay? Now, oh, last but not least, whether you like it or not, your pest, the pests that you have right now, may end up being your meal. So I just need you to think about that for a couple ticks, okay? So when you see people eating frog legs and stuff, you might want to think about, don't be saying, ew, don't do that yet. Don't do that. Because the way things is looking in a minute, you can be like, hey, pass that hot sauce. Because these frog legs are a little bland. Okay? I'm just saying, you can say, ooh, all you want to right now. And it's raining. So we gonna pack it up, and I guess I'm going to just roll it on in the house, okay? And I'm going to take y'all with me. I better get off. I'm going to hurry this up. So any questions before I go? Grow your own, eat your own, raise your own. IBC totes, 55-gallon barrels. Start getting your fish. You can even order fish. Did you know that? You can buy fish and put them in there. All right? You can purchase fish and put them inside the barrels. Tilapia, catfish, all of that. You can purchase these fish online and they will ship it to your house and you can go pick them up for like aquaponics. It's about to do it bad. We gotta go. We gotta go, family. I hope you guys are going to be safe. I hope you do it. Please. This ain't a scare tactic. This is just reality. If you don't believe in the news, you don't got to watch the news. All you got to do is go in the store and look on the shelf. Go in the store, look on the shelf. That's all you got to do. Okay? It's not that hard. Nothing about this is that hard. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let you guys roll. I'm gonna put that video that I did earlier at the end of this so you guys can see it if you haven't seen it yet. Because honestly, if you don't like hunting or you don't know how to hunt, you better learn. You better, and if you don't like, bang bangs, you might want to start looking into a compound bow, original bow, crossbow, whatever. You might want to look into something like that. Okay. I don't hunt things in my backyard all the time with pew, pew. Sometimes you gotta draw. It's quiet. Go, baby, go! Look. Look who in the rain. Oh, I'm right behind you, it's coming. It's about to get me. All right, hold on, y'all, hold on. If y'all can hold on 1 second, because I got the Blue Eddie out here. Ooh, oh man, not like this. Not like this. Oh man, it gotta be a better way. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Help me. You better leave that pole out there. The Blue Eddie, it ain't ready. The Blue Eddie ain't ready.
Yeah, I'll put that later.
Yeah. I had to, it just started dumping. Woo! I heard it from down, oh, I'm still on. I thought it kicked me off. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm back and I'm gonna close out. I thought it already cut off. I would have cut it off by now. Sorry about that. Get out of here. Lady Leah done caught another one, y'all. I told you she was clowning out there. Okay, any questions before I go? Say, no, we still here. Y'all hearing us running in the house like a couple kids. Got the Blue Eddie all wet. I see you was knocking them out. Taste check, 3-barrel aquaponics for waste. Yeah, you can also use them for waste. You can also do aquaponics for fertilizer, for food, and to grow plants. I did it last year. Miss Craft showed me how to do it. And I was gonna do a permanent setup in my garage and I never got around to it. Thank you so much, Sandra. Amelia Tribe. So I hope this helped you guys at all. My Energy Apex. Thumbs up, y'all. Thank you so much, Courtney Jackson. Also have a few oak trees, squirrels like that. Let me see, y'all, the medical. So, no, listen, don't go looking for no barrels online like that. Do me a favor, go to Facebook Market. Go to Facebook Marketplace. I kid you not. They're anywhere. I ain't gonna put no prices on there because I can't speak. They're cheap. If you try to get them offline, you're going just rip your whole pocket off right now and throw it out the window. All right? For real though. If you think that you're about to get a deal online for a 55-gallon drum or bigger or IBC tote, take your whole pocket off, throw them junks out the window, because it's a wrap. Are you going to do some aquaponics with your fish? I don't plan on it, no. I don't plan on it. I'm not saying I won't. I will or I won't. Can I use my garage for keeping chickens? No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because chickens poop constantly. 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 All right? If you ever watched some geese in the park, that's chickens. They just keep on walking and drop it like they didn't even know they did it. What's a good starter chicken for a beginner? Right now, any chicken. Any chicken. My favorite is Buff Orpingtons, but there is no necessarily wonder chicken. Any chicken right now, because they're hard to find. You so welcome, Rev Up the Garden. Say, I shifted to vegan a couple years ago, mostly for survival reasons. If I had to live off of hunting, I'd never survive. Now I can make it just on plants alone. Okay, I'm not saying, I don't like getting in those debates about the veganism or the vegetarian. I'm just telling you, if the time came, that's why I don't put myself in no box. I don't put myself in any, baby, can you cut this light on? I don't put myself in any kind of box saying I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a meat eater, I'm an omnivore. I don't say none of that. I'm a survivalist. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to survive. I don't put myself in no category. I understand a lot of people is proud of that, and that's wonderful. But, you know, I'm never going to say what I will or what I won't do to survive. It's a lot of people out there with a lot of stories that you'll never hear of what they had to do to survive. For instance, it's a lot of women out there to this very day. It could be your mama, it could be your grandmama, it could be your sister, it could be, I'm just gonna put it here, they had to do some unsavory things for the rent to get paid. I'm just saying, okay? And you'll never hear those stories. You'll never hear that. And something they thought they would never end up doing. But they got 3 kids and they doing it by themselves. And it don't take nothing from them. But it's like sometimes, man, stuff gets stupid and the world is what it is. And you'll never hear those stories be spoken. unless they get drunk enough or something one night, you know. I'm telling you. So never say what you will and what you won't do to survive and make it, especially when you have children. See, I always kind of were those catfish. Yes, they was blue channel cats. I always think of not myself, because I can say anything. Oh, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegan. I can say anything about myself. But see, I have children. So I'm always thinking about my children, my wife, my mom, my cousins, my brother. They ain't vegans, they ain't vegetarians, and I'm trying to make sure I know how to do everything to make sure everybody is safe. So I don't care what I am. A lot of people say, I'm a vegan, so I never do that. You see the key word was I. I am a. I am this. I am that. It's not about I. It's about we. That's the part where I know those people will fail because you keep worrying about you. You. Okay? Thank you, bro. So let me see. Just be careful with the IBC totes. Yeah, I know. You got to make sure that was what was in them. I also will be sharing how to sight your crossbows and rifles. Okay. Let me see. Get hungry enough, you will change your mind about what you want to eat. Amen. You ain't been homeless. You've always had somewhere to go. You've always had somewhere to eat. I'm not even gonna go down that alley with you. Let me see. Oh, and that's another one we're gonna talk about protection, okay? We ain't gonna get deep into that, but we're gonna do another video on protection, and we will be skimming around that. Skimming it. Skimming. Hey, 2Max in a pack, long time no see. Let me see. Some men have to do unsavory. Thank you. Some men have to do unsavory things too. So, thank you for that. Thank you. Because this ain't a one-sided story. Exactly. Please, Miss Emma. Please, Miss Emma. Please let me stay. Come on, I ain't got nowhere to go. You want to stay that bad, huh? We can work something out. Please, Miss Emma, don't do that. I got somewhere to stay. Y'all done had landlords like that. The reason why I said women, because it happens to women a lot. It happened to women so much that you'll hear one of their stories slip out before you hear a man's story. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real. Let's be for real. Let's be realistic. Can you recommend a good water filter or purification system? Is Berkey good? I have a Berkey water system right here. Yes, it is excellent, and we use it every day. I'm just going to say one thing about the Berkey water system. I kid you not, they're expensive as all get out. I got two things to say about the Berkey water system. Two things to say. One, they're expensive. Two, I got three things to say. Two, they are worth their weight in gold. You understand me? They are worth their weight in gold. So they are expensive for a reason. And I should have bought a bigger one because we refill this about once or twice a day. No kidding. This is a 2-gallon, 2.5 gallon, and I should have bought the 5-gallon one. Now, number three, and last but not least, I'm going to leave you with this on the Berkey water filter. It's a lot of people on the internet that's building this. How many people seen people building this on the internet? Show of hands. Because I'm going to get up and I'm going to show you something. How many people seen somebody building this Berkey water filter with like 2-gallon buckets and garbage cans and all that stuff? A lot of people online doing that. Okay, there we go. Right hands, put up a hand. There you go. Say hand if you watching me from TV. Say it to yourself. I can hear you. Yep, I heard you say it. Hand. Okay. This is what I'm going to tell you before you go and do something that utterly ridiculous. You want to know why that's utterly ridiculous? And they keep leaving it out because I thought about it before I went off and hauled off and bought this. The part that they leaving out, this tin can don't cost jack. You've seen them make them out of 2 big cooking pots, right? This tin can don't cost nothing. You know what cost all that money? This stupid little spigot and those filters. Those filters, when you go, they'll tell you, go online and you can build it out of this 5-gallon bucket, put it on this 5-gallon bucket, and then go buy the Berkey filters. Go look and see how much Berkey water filters is. Just the filters themselves, the replacements. The filters, I think I paid $2 something for this. That's how much the filters are. So they'll have you go buy the filters. You done bought 2 old raggedy looking 5-gallon buckets, glue them together, screw everything through, okay? Now you got to keep that in your garage because it looked like hell on a handbag. And then you put a spout on it, and that spout costs some money. You end up paying about the same dang on thing. This part don't cost nothing. That ain't nothing but a pretty garbage can. It's just pretty so you can put it somewhere respectable, like in your kitchen. Go look at those filters. Now you have to ask yourself, well, I just buy the cheaper Berkey type filters, okay? That's not a Berkey anymore then. You can go do anything you want now. You can go to the store and buy a Brita water filter. You can go get the pitcher water filter. You can go do anything now. That, you miss the whole point if you go and try to, and even the knockoff Berkeys cost at least $40 and $60 each. Go look it up. I'm not making this up. So a lot of people are going and trying to reinvent the wheel, basically, and it's utterly ridiculous. Don't let this pretty shell fool you. That don't cost no money. It's those 2 filters inside. That's what costs all the money, okay? Now, if you want to talk about making a real water filter, I will show you how to make a real water filter with activated charcoal, play sand, cotton, and t-shirts. It ain't pretty, but it's delicious, okay? And if you got a swimming pool pump, one of the sand filtered swimming pool pumps, even though they take so much power, that's another way. But don't fall for that crap, y'all. It's a lot of people online doing that too. And I'll be like, because I thought that before I bought it. Like, buy the filters and then I still got to do some work. I spent the same amount of money. What you save, $15? You saved about $10 or $15, but you didn't. You know why you didn't save your $15 or $20? Because your time was invested in building that crap. And if you don't got the tools, you got to go buy the tools to drill the holes and the glue and the filters and all. Your time is more expensive than just go buy the damn thing. Your time is worth more than this. And they got you out drilling stuff and you don't know what you're doing. You make the hole too big. Now you got to go get 2 more buckets, run back to the store. By the time you run back and forth to the store from screwing it up, you could have just had that delivered on your porch step. Y'all seen how quick I put it together? Boop. Y'all said, hey, lad, make sure you prime the filters. Make sure you prime the filters. Put it under sink. Boop, boop. I got crispy clean water. Okay? So I'm just saying. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave y'all alone. Saw that bucket one won't take it like, won't it taste like plastic? I'm not going to say it will taste like plastic. I'm not going to say that because you can say, will this taste like metal? Let's just say your water is filtered. And if it's a food grade bucket, then, you know, it'll be all right. But the problem is, where was the savings? And now you got this big stacked up 2 big ugly 5-gallon buckets in your house somewhere. And if you got it in the garage, you know it's gonna get dusty, funky, dirty, and everything that's living in your garage gonna try to find that water. So you might want to peek in that bucket before you go open it in the first place. Oh, you good? I can read it. My wife is an English major. So that's it, you guys. I ain't gonna keep you no more. I'm sorry for rambling on about the Berkey water filter, but I keep seeing people and people keep asking me about that Berkey water filter. I'm like, don't waste your time. Just buy it. Just go ahead and buy it or don't. You know. Start your own company, I'll buy it from you. Thank you, David. In an emergency, nobody cares how pretty it is. You're right, but it's not saving you any money. That's what I'm telling you. It's not about the prettiness. This holds 2.5 gallons of water. Guess what I got to do to fill it back up again? Go get another 2.5 gallons of water and pour it in there. So all that thing is saving you is the convenience of refilling it every 2.5 gallons. Nobody has explained to me yet what's the big deal about why do you need it in a 5-gallon bucket versus a 2.5-gallon bucket. All I gotta do is fill it back up because it's not saving you money. You please do the math, write down the numbers for real and calculate it up and calculate your time into. It does not save you money if you get the Berkey water filters. And if you don't get the Berkey water filters and you get knockoffs, you might as well go to the big box store and get any old Mama and Pop Joe water filter. I'm late, already bought materials to build. That's okay. Go ahead and knock it out if you got time to do it. Hey, GG's Natural. Will be me Friday. I got a Rich Solar 100-watt panels. I'm so excited. You should be, because I'm telling you, between these solar panels, I'm trying my hardest not to talk about my solar stuff, because I know I'm like, oh my God, I could talk about this all day, because I done found out so much stuff. I found out so much stuff. Hey, how often do I need to fertilize my plants when it rains? I don't know, because I don't know what your plant is in. I don't know if it's in container, is it in the ground, how big your container is, what kind of plant it is, how long have you had it. All of that stuff factors in. So you're right. I got $160,000 worth of tools and bought mine instead of wasting time making one. You know, Lady Lead is the queen of time. She always tells me, because trust me, I'm a tinkerer and I like building everything. I got a big giant chicken coop sitting right here in our face, because instead of me just buying one like I did there, I built that and it cost me more money than it was just to go and purchase this. And it took me a long time to do it. Let me see. I wonder if anyone has made a filter out of a fridge or freezer. How you doing, Carly? What do you feed your chickens in the heat? I live in Arizona. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you feed them in the heat? Same thing you feed them in the cold. When is the next product announcement that you mentioned a few days ago? What? Me? Moi? I did? It's coming. Just get ready. To keep them from heat strokes. That it ain't about what you eat, what they eat. It's about how you protect them from the heat. Same thing you do for yourself. You can make a water filter system out of many different things, but you're wasting your time. Don't nobody got time to sit around doing that. Not now. If this was 5 years ago, I'd be like, you should be trying to do it. How to fish video. I'll let Lady Lead do that for you, okay? Because she already got a video in the works for you. Bought a Miwa kumquat plant, is doing awesome, but bottom branches have thorns. Do I need to cut them off? Nope, leave that plant alone. Praying for rain. My friend gives her chickens pieces of watermelon all hot summer. I give them a little bit of everything. Is your chicken's house dog kennels connected? They're about to be. I literally have put it off because of the weather, but all I'm gonna do is open one door and let them through and close that other side off, and the two will be connected. I'm gonna post pictures of I had two giant, I think they were like 10 by 20 dog kennels, or 20 by 20 dog kennels I had on our old land, and that's all I used to have. I mean, and it looked nice, except for, I did have some tarps over the top, but man, it held up for years. Didn't look bad, just, it was HTI. I keep thinking about raising my own chickens, but I believe it's a lot of work. There is nothing to raising chickens. There is no work in chickens. None. What happened, Hazel? I live in Florida. There are containers and it rains every day. I want chickens, not my entire county. Okay. Keeping chickens are not a lot of work. The processing is some work. Right. Let me see. So yeah, it's like different baits for different fish. Right. When people get like the hornworms, you know what? I don't mind them. Matter of fact, I go looking for hornworms, because when I find a hornworm, I just throw it into the chickens. So 2 chickens lay approximately how many eggs daily? On an average, about 2. on an average, about 2. I ain't gonna lie, because you know what? I'm gonna say this. It's a fair question. It's a fair question, because I literally have recorded my chickens lay 2 eggs in one day. I have it on tape. So it's a fair question, but don't go looking for that, okay? You got something special when that happens. Or one hen will lay an egg with a double yolk. We got a couple double yolkers out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't go shooting for that. On average, 1 hen, 1 egg, every day is fair. Sometimes they don't lay. Maybe they didn't get enough water. Some other girls was punking them out of the water or the food, so they don't have enough energy to lay the egg that day. I got 16 hens, and every day I get anywhere from 16 to 12 eggs. Every day. Every single day. So you not a vegan. I'm not any of that. I don't label myself as anything like that. I don't label myself a meat eater. I'm a survivor. I said that earlier in my video. I'm a survivor. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a meat eater. I'm not an omnivore. I'm going to eat whatever I have to eat so I can keep on breathing. Keep this thing, keep thumping. I don't get into that stuff. Because you know what happens? You just classified yourself as something so somebody else can argue about something. For instance, a while back, the reason why I used to stop doing all that, because get this. You will see vegans and vegetarians argue, stick with me, over is fish meat? And then they'll go banging. They'll go banging on wax about whether fish is meat or not, or what's edible and what's not. I don't label myself. I don't get into any of that. Because once you label yourself something, it's almost like you just joined a gang. And now if you step outside the rules of said gang, then they like, oh, you said tripping, right? See what I'm saying? Then they start a whole funky mess. I don't get into that mess. If you're a vegan or vegetarian meat eater, more power to you. I do not get into that. That just starts war. That's why I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion, because all that is breeding ground for arguments. Let me see. They could be grass fed but only eat grains. How you doing, Cali Homestead? Let me see. How you doing, RA? Say new sub late to this, but thank you. You're very welcome. Uh, Said, do the chickens only eat the food you grow, or do you give them special feed? Sometimes I give them feed. Sometimes I let them just go out in the yard and feed. Sometimes I give them something from the garden. They're so universal, they'll always stay fed. They don't never stay in this cage like this. We let them out. In a lot of my videos, you will see them just walking around while I'm out there doing something. Let them free range. I've seen people put corn in ice tray. Okay. Okay, we've been in here for an hour. Hey, Frankie, what's going on, man? You said you got me into chickens a couple years ago, Led. Yeah, Frankie, I remember that. You can't go wrong. Once you got 2 chickens, you're going to end up with about 6 or more, because they like pets. You know, pets that help you with fertilizer, with eggs, breakfast and dinner if you wanted it that way. You see poor homestead video, all them birds were sounding off. Watch you. Let me see. I didn't see her video, Courtney. I gotta go see it. I tell you, for all those who would like to learn. No, I'm gonna take that off, okay? Because no, we can't do that. They'll scratch me for that. I gotta take that off too. How long do chickens keep laying eggs? What age is it over? You know what? I don't know. I don't know. My chickens have laid eggs for years on edge. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's rare that I run into a chicken that stopped laying eggs, because by the time I guess they meet their prime, something probably ate them by then. A predator probably have gotten them by then. So I've only dealt with that a couple of times. And when I did it, either I processed them or I sold the hen. How you doing, NH Liberty? Good to see you. Good to see you. And thank you for that. Jenny Lee says, I'm getting ready to do your chickens and get them in the freezer. Okay, all right. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. When chickens stop laying eggs, then it's time to... Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Do I eat my chickens? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But if I don't have to, I won't. Because I said this the other day. What I like to do, because what you don't understand is when you do homesteading and you do have livestock, I do not take pleasure in, thank you, Michael Staples. Thank you for that. I don't take pleasure in processing my livestock. I don't take pleasure in that at all. As a matter of fact, it kind of bothers me a little bit. You understand? I hunt, I fish, I do all of that, but it still bothers me from time to time. Okay? So if I don't have to, I won't. If I got plenty of food in my house, stocked up and everything else, this is what I will do. Take my chicken, if she ready to go, she old or whatever, sell her to somebody else. They'll give me money. I'll buy new hens. I got new food. Or take that money and go purchase some food, can it up. I got food either way it go. And guess what? I don't got no blood on my hands. So it's up to you how you do it, you know. That's how I like to do it. Thank you so much, Robin Caesar. Thank you for that. Say thank you so much for your tips and inspiration. You got me and my husband busy prepping. Good. Good. That's what I like to hear. So, all right. Thank you for that, you guys. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to let you guys go at it. We'll get back into it another time, okay? Today is a very special day for me. It's time for me to go back to work. So, everybody have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Please be safe. Take care of each other. It's not all about you. Remember that. It's not all about you. All right? Therefore, I'm 73. I love y'all, and I'm out.